here. Bam. Okay. And you guys are all muted. So if you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question. So for starters, I have 9 tricks that I want to get through today. All right, I'm going to be using a 28-inch hula hoop in 5/8. I recommend that you can probably just use whatever size hoop that you feel comfortable with. Best recommendation would maybe be in the mid-size range, 26 through 30, 31. We do have, I think, only one trick that involves a toss. Most of these seem to be escalator variations, a couple wedgie variations. Anything else I want to say about these? Yeah, and they're pretty intermediate skill level. So just like some hoop basics like wedgies, chest rolls, maybe smears, stuff like that would be a good basis to know for these combos. And if you're confused about them, you can ask me and I'll briefly go over the basic tricks, while we're doing combos. So without talking too much, let's go ahead and get into the first combo, which looks like this. Woo! Ta-da! Can you see the blue hoop okay? Yeah, okay, because I have a yellow one, but I feel like the yellow might blend in with my cabinets too much. All right, anyway, so getting right into the trick. As you can see, it starts off in backpack. So there are 2 ways that you can get into backpack. Well, there are actually more than 2 ways, but 2 ways that I like to get into them. One would just be a little contact escalator to backpack. And I do that by holding my left arm. Oh, also, this is not mirrored. So sometimes I might turn this way just to give you guys an idea of what your rights and lefts are. So when I turn here, I'm oriented the same direction as you are. But when I turn this way, things aren't mirrored. But anyway, I digress. We are going to take our left arm, stick it out in front of us, and we're going to take our tossing arm, which would be your dominant hand, my right side, and I'm just going to give it a nice little toss over my arm. And when I do that coin toss, I want to make sure I'm keeping my arm pretty close to my hoop, okay? So you don't want any huge gaps like this, because if you do that, it's going to have a harder time flipping over. Just try to keep it nice and close to the hoop as it does its toss. Okay. And after it does its toss, you can immediately raise the hand up, up, up in the sky. Oh, we have another visitor, Sydney. Welcome, Sydney. Sydney's been an A1 follower forever, and I love her. Welcome to class. Okay, so going back to the trick, you do your coin toss, catch the hoop on the arm, and now to get the hoop into the backpack position, I just take my right arm, scoop it down and out. Okay? So just go ahead and practice that. You're going to coin toss, catch on the arm, take the right arm and scoop down and out. So that's the first way you can get into a backpack. That's a little bit more advanced. The easier version, but also just as fun version, looks like this. Bam. So from here, I'm doing it from an iso pop. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your dominant hand, you're going to put it at about 9 o'clock on the hoop, okay? And from here, you're going to extend the elbow so the arm is straight across, and you're going to flip the hoop or flip the hand so the thumb is pointed down. From here, you're going to let the hoop roll over the back of the hand as you bring your elbow back into your body, like that. So this is an iso pop. You're going to let it go, roll, catch. Now, in order to get it into this backpack position, Once the hoop is starting to roll towards your body again, you're just going to extend the arm to get the hoop on the shoulder. And as I'm doing that, I'm turning away from the hoop so I can pop the hoop into the backpack position. Right? So go ahead and practice that on your own time. You're going to extend, let go, turn, and catch. Extend, let go, turn, and catch. All righty, so how do we feel about those backpack variations? Go ahead and give me a number 1 through 5. 1 being, oh my gosh, I'm a newbie, I don't understand. 5 being, I could totally teach somebody one of these variations. Where are we at? 1 through 5. We got 4, we got a 3 from D, 3. What about you, Sandy? I didn't see your number. Oh, look at her, she's a 5. I just saw that. Good job, Sandy.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
When you do the escalator variation or the like, I can get into the backpack, but not before it slaps in the face.
Ooh. Okay. What point is it slapping you in the face, if I may ask? Like
when I raise my arm up.
Let's see.
And then it kind of like, maybe I'm not doing the coin flip right, but then it's like, pap, and then it hits me in the cheek.
Ooh, okay. Maybe you need to keep your arm farther away from your body. You know what I mean? Because it kind of looks like maybe you're just going like this, like straight up. And maybe if you kind of like take the hoop out and away from your body more, that'll help you not get hit in the face. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, so now that we know how to do those variations, let's move on to the rest of the trick. So after doing whatever variation you are most comfortable with, we're gonna go into a neck pinch fold, okay? So showing you from the back because I don't want you to get your rights and lefts confused. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my left arm, peel it kind of behind me, and this next part's pretty uncomfortable, but let me show you. You want to pinch the hoop with your neck, and you kind of want to just like turn your torso and shrug your arm a little bit so the hoop comes around your body like this. And your hands are going to receive the hoop like this behind your back, palms pointed away from the body. Okay, so again, backpack position. Left arm comes in, grab the hoop with the neck, turn and lift your arm so the hoop comes all the way around. Reposition both of the hands. Okay, one more time for good measure. We are in backpack position. Left arm comes in. Pinch and turn. Swing that hoop around, ladies. And then grab the hoop with 2 hands behind the back. So the hoop is in front of like the chest neck area. Okay, is everybody comfortable with that? Perfect. We got a 1. Oh, I think you're muted, D.
Can we try it one more time?
Yeah, one more time, of course. All right, so I'm gonna do it from the very beginning. So I'm going to escalator, catch, backpack, left arm comes in, neck pinch, right arm comes in as I swing that hoop around, grab. All right. Okay, moving on to the next part. Now we are going to flip the hoop down like, whatcha. All right, so it was up, flip it down. Now we're gonna do step, step. So you are in front of the hula hoop. Right? Last part, here we go. I'm gonna show you from the side. This is a little fold over. Oh, crap. Fold over into wedgie catch. Okay, so back to this position. We're gonna fold the hoop down, bam, step, step. Now we are prepared to do our little fold over. So in order to really get this portion of the trick right, you want to keep your elbows kind of high up and you want to duck your head so the hoop doesn't flop into your head or your ponytail. So it's like this super awkward, hunched over, chicken elbows up to the sky position that we're in. And what you want to do is you want to try to keep your arms straight so the hoop can have a nice little platform to tip over, okay? So it's gonna tip over. And just go ahead and practice that a couple times. Okay, really make sure to duck that head down and raise those elbows high up to the ceiling. I'm gonna watch you guys, see where we're at. Yes, good job, Sandy. Ooh, look at you, Sid. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you guys are getting it. That tip forward is a little difficult. And honestly, I don't even do it 100% of the time. So it's fine. You know, it's a learning process. Okay, so after you tip it forward, you're immediately going to want to bring your arms from the front, from the back to the front, so you can dive into the hoop and get it into wedgie position. So let me show you. I'm going to tip. Hands come to the front. The hoop catches on the bottom. My hands catch the hoop on the bottom. And then you want the hoops just kind of be on your wrists. And then you stick a foot, any foot, it doesn't matter which foot. Pull the body through. And then you can go ahead and get into your wedgie. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll do it again just for good measure. Alrighty. So again, we're going to tip it forward, catch, right leg goes in, push the whole body in, and we're doing our wedgies. All right. Okie dokie. Can I get some numbers on the screen? Where are we at with this one? 1 through 5. We got a 4. We got 4s across the board. I'm so happy about that. That's awesome. Oh, and we got yeah, they're all 4s. 4, 3, awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this trick all together from the top before we move on to the next one. Okay, so remember, we're starting off with one of the 2 backpack variations. You decide. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna backpack. Then we're gonna pinch. Flip that hoop around. Catch behind your back. Push the hoop down. Step, step. Push the hoop up to fold over. And dive into wedgie. La, 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 la. All right, fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick because I am talking way too much right now. Refreshing. Okay, moving on to the next combo. This combo involves an iso pop, just like the last one. This is what it looks like. Woo! You can tell I love iso pop and backpack variations. So we are going to start off with an iso pop. Again, the hoop starts out in your dominant hand. I'm right-handed. So this is my dominant hand. We're going to be at, again, 9 o'clock on the hoop. And we're going to do 2 iso pops. 1, 2. Okay. Are we good on iso pops? And double checking. Yep, so I'm going to just kind of walk you through it one time. So it's push, let go, catch. Again, push that arm out, flex that thumb all the way down, let go of the hoop as it rolls over the top of your hand, and then catch with thumb up. Again, push, flick the wrist down, let the hoop roll over the top, catch with thumb up, and keep that elbow close to your core. So we're gonna do 1, 2. Now on the second isopop, instead of bringing it all the way back, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna do something a little different. We are going to take our right leg, so the leg that is on the same side as your dominant hand that you're manipulating the hoop with, and we are going to pull it into the hoop and follow with our body, okay? So now we have like half of our body in the hoop, half of our body outside of the hoop. And I'm gripping the hoop with my thumb pointed downward. Now we're gonna go into a little kick to backpack transition. So in order to do that, I'm just going to take the hand that's holding the hoop and boop, 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 lower it all the way down to the top of my foot. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me adjust my camera. Bam. Okay, so now it's at the top of my foot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my left foot to my right side in a diagonal angle. And I'm going to let go of the hoop with the right hand. And then I'm going to have that right hand up here ready to receive the hoop from the kick. So you want to make sure when you're doing your kick to keep your toes flexed upwards so the hoop doesn't just like fly off your leg and go wherever it wants to. Again, lower the hoop down to the top of the foot, flex those toes upward, and bam, bring the hoop to the opposite side arm. I'm gonna see how you guys are feeling about that one. Yes. Oh, that looks so good. Adriana and her friend, that looked really good. Okay, again. Isopop, isopop. Bring the hoop in, step with the right leg. Boop, 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 boop. Bring the hoop down to the top of the foot. Then I'm gonna let go, kick the hoop up. Right arm goes in, but then I'm going to swoop under so my left arm goes in. And then that's how you complete the trick. Does anybody have any questions or would like another demonstration? That's good, Dee. Bum, bum, bum. I'm just watching you guys.
When I kick the hoop up, it flies away rather than folding on top of me. I don't know.
Like it flies off the leg is what you're saying?
Yeah, when I do this, it will land there rather than come towards me. And I'm not sure why.
So hold on. Bam, bam, bam. So you're saying it kind of does like one of these?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I would do, okay, let me think about this. Kind of, I guess just maybe try to bring your arm to where the hoop is going instead of bringing your leg to your arm, if that makes sense. So if you see like the hoop is kind of trying to go all the way out here, maybe try to like meet it there. You know what I mean? So I'll do it from the side. So see my hoop's all the way out here. So I just kind of like bring my arm to it and then it kind of just catches and falls.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it just works.
Yay! Okay, perfect.
So are you kicking it with the left foot, but grabbing it with the right arm? Or am I grabbing it with the left arm?
So
Or does it not matter?
So are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm using my left hand now.
Oh, okay. See, this is
But I guess I could use my right hand.
well, no, it's funny because I always feel a little sympathetic for people who are left-handed because everything that people teach in hoop is like right-handed for the most part. So I try to do both if that helps. But how I'm teaching it right now is that the hoop comes down onto the right leg. So I'm kicking with the right leg and then I'm catching, sorry, I got my rights and lefts mixed up. I'm kicking with the left leg catching with the right leg.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah. Thanks.
All right. Let's see you do it. Beautiful. Ooh, Sid, that was dope. Her hoop just like coin flipped in the air, like when she kicked it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next combo. I'm gonna cross that one off my list. After I grab a drink of water. Okay, now this is another wedgie combo. It involves a turn from a behind the back grab. This is what it looks like. Okay, super spicy. We are going to start off with the hoop in front of us. Grip it at about 3 o'clock, thumb pointed upward. Again, I'm using my right hand. From here, we are going to take our arm, extend it out, flip the thumb downward, and swoop the hoop behind our back. So now it is going to be on our left side, thumb pointed up. From here, we're going to take our hand and pop the hoop up and over the hoop. So it's like you're threading a needle kind of. All right. So again, hoop is in front of us. Push the hoop outward, flip the hoop down, swoop it behind us. Arm goes up, back, and through the hoop. Now, this is my favorite part. We're going to push our hand up over our head. And as you do that, you can see that your hoop naturally wants to come up with you. Now, after you do the push up and over, you're going to turn over the left shoulder here 1 time. Ba, 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 bam, back to the front. Okay? Gonna go over it from the beginning, super slow. Here we go. Hoop is in front of us, thumb pointed out. Flip it out, turn it down, behind the back. Left arm swoops up and over. And here we go. We're gonna turn. Bam, back to the front. Now I'm going to let the hoop fall forward. So it's hovering right above my shin and my kneecaps. And I'm going to step right foot, left foot. Okay, I'm going to back up so you can see. I just did here, drop the hoop down, step right foot, left foot. And then re-grip, so both hands are gripping the hoop, palms facing away from your body. Now we're going to go over how to do this little thing. Okay, so essentially what we're doing is you want to flip the hoop up and over your body, but the part of the hoop that your hands are gripping, you want to kind of aim that for the back of your neck and shoulder area. So I'll show you like super close, like that. Okay, so you want to aim to get this hoop, this part of the hoop on your shoulder and neck, like that. And then you want to bring the arms out to a T. Now, in order to get the hoop to do this, all you got to do is kind of just like shrug your shoulders. And like the harder you shrug, the higher the hoop will go up into the air. My friend Vanessa showed me how to do this, and she likes to do hers like this, bam, bam, like alternating arms. That's like super cute. But anyway, after you do as many bumps as you want, realistically, you could totally be here all day if you wanted to. I normally just do 1 bump. Bump, you're gonna, okay, so yeah, you wanna bump the hoop all the way up like this, okay? So after it bumps all the way up, you wanna grip the inside of the hula hoop like these. So you can just grab it, swing it out in front of you, and then you can dive into it to get into your wedgie. Okay, I'll go over it again because that one has got a lot going on. Starting from the hoop in front of us, we are going to flip it out, rotate it down, behind the back, arm swoops back and through. Then we're gonna turn, continue the flow by pushing the hoop down, grab behind the back, step, step, push the hoop up to the shoulders, give it a good bounce and catch. Then we're gonna swing the hoop in front of us and dive into our wedgie. Now I'm gonna watch you guys. And also if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask away. Good job, Sandy. Good job, Dee. Yep, just bring it in front. There you go. All right, it looks like you guys are getting it. Can I get some numbers on the screen? 3, D says 4, good job. 3 or 4 for Sandy. 4, okay, good. All right, y'all ladies are rock stars. All right, I'll cross that one off the list. I'm so thirsty today. Okay, the next little trick we have here is an under the leg fold. This is what it looks like. Okay, so first we're gonna go over the fold. This is going to start off in our, what I like to call a universal transition point. So basically this position means that your hoop is in your dominant hand on your dominant side, thumb pointed upward, just like this. Now from this position, you can get into so many tricks, guys, like I'm not even kidding. I've tested it out myself. You can get into coin flip tosses, you can get into chest rolls, you can get into escalators, you can get into wedgies. So if you ever find yourself lost in the flow and you don't know what to transition into next, just try to get to this point and you will be able to transition into like everything. I'm not even kidding. So that's why I call it a universal transition point. Anyway, from here, we are going to fold the hoop over our arm once so that this little bottom portion is resting on that forearm, okay? Now we're gonna get ready to fold it under our leg. Now, in order to do that, we're going to bring it down to our opposite side leg at a diagonal. It's gonna be folding under the left leg, okay? So from here to here. Now, what you're gonna do is you're going to take the top portion of the hoop, and once it's over your leg, you're gonna flip it down, and then you're gonna let it fall so it's like this, and that your hand is underneath your knee. And from here, you can pull your body into the hula hoop. Yep. Now from here, you could totally just drop and go into your wedgie if that's all you want to do with the trick. Or you can pull your right knee up to your chest and dive through the hoop again, and you'll be able to drop into your wedgie. So again, you are at your UTP, universal transition point, and you're gonna flip the hoop over the top part of your arm, bring the hoop down at a diagonal, gonna take the top portion, flip it towards the body, let it fall, so your hand is underneath your knee and the hoop is parallel with the walls in front and behind you. Then you're going to scoop the hoop up and over the head, bring the right knee up to the chest, and scoop the body into the hoop. And you are letting go to get into your wedgie position. Now I'm gonna watch you guys. Yes, this trick will definitely make you feel like a pretzel at first.
Can I see it from behind?
Yes. Okie dokie. I'll just lower that down just a little bit. All righty. Universal transition point. Pop the hoop up and over the arm. Bring it down at a diagonal. Unfold the hoop. And then I dive through the hoop. Left leg, right leg, wedgie. Did that help?
I think I have a different variation by accident, but I'm not understanding the twist under the knee, and then I came out with the other hand, so I don't really know where it's going wrong.
Can I see you do it? It's kind of hard to see because I think your hoop is like out of frame for like on the lower part of your body. If you want to like adjust your camera down a little bit, maybe, if that's possible.
Okay, I don't think that's possible.
I know, I'm like, it looks like you're on a phone. I could still try to walk you through it though. Let me try to see you do it one more time.
So I first I was doing it with the left hand, but with the right hand, I don't understand the what is it like this part when you twist it and then step in?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then you flip it over? Oh.
Okay, let me do it. Do you feel more comfortable doing it with your right hand or left hand? Because if your left
I'd
hand,
rather do it with the left hand.
okay, I'll teach you with the left hand. Let me see if I can do it with my left hand first. Okay, yeah, I can. Okay, so yes, so this is, we're starting off with the left hand here. We're coming down at a diagonal, and I kind of like almost bring the hoop like past, I don't know, I do it differently every time, but basically what you want to do is you want to twist the hoop up so it falls down like this. Okay, so I'll show you without the leg. You're bringing the hoop in, then you're folding it down like this. Here, bring it in, fold it up and down. So it's not doing like a full turn, I guess. It's just like a half flip down. And then when you incorporate the leg, you're just kind of bringing that leg over so it twists down and doesn't catch on the leg. And then you're inside of the hoop. And I'll even show you from the back side using the left hand. Fold over, bring it in, twist the hoop down. Now I can pull my body through. That makes sense? Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, perfect. Moving on to the next trick. Ooh, what do I want to do next? Over the shoulder. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this one next. This is what this combo looks like. Okay, so it is like an over the shoulder toss into, I guess, like a wall plane turn is what you would call it. So we're gonna start by just doing not that. Don't do that. Well, you might do that, but that's okay. Anyway, so it's like a little half infinity toss. So you're just gonna toss it over the shoulder and catch, thumb pointed up. Ba-boom, catch. Now, if you catch the hoop kind of close to your body like this, extend the arm out. But you ideally want to try to just catch it with the arm extended out. Do the best you can, whatever works. Now we are going to turn down to our right side as we extend the left arm out, and we're going to do one full turn. Okay? And you want to make sure that your hoop is staying parallel with the two walls in front and back of you. All right, you don't want to do any like weird twists, or just try not to do any weird twists. Just try to keep it, bam, all playing. One full turn. And you should end up back in the same position you started in. Now we're gonna bring the hoop down towards our feet and we're gonna jump into the hoop, right, left. Okay. Now we're going to isolate this bottom portion of the hoop all the way to 9 o'clock, like this. Okay, I'll show you from the front. Isolate, bam, like this. My grip looks like this with my thumb pointed upward and my fingers are wrapped around. Now from here, you're going to hinge the hoop forward. So now it's on your left side. Stick that booty out and give it a butt wrap. Now for the butt wrap, I'm gonna try not to flash you guys because my pants keep falling down and I really don't wanna just like show everybody my underwear. But if I do, I'm sorry. Anyway, when you do the butt wrap, you wanna stick the booty out and kind of guide the hoop all the way around. Okay? So it's like you're pushing your butt to the right and that'll help guide the hoop around for the butt wrap. Bam. Gonna watch y'all do it. Yeah, good job, Adriana. Yep, and I'll go over it one more time. So again, we want to start off by tossing the hoop up and over, catch with thumb up. Now we're gonna do one wall clean turn, back to our starting position, push the hoop down, right leg, left leg, isolate the bottom, and then booty wrap. All right, let's see some numbers for that one. 3, 5 for Sid. Good job, Sid. Yeah, it looks like you guys got it. That's a fun one. It's always fun whenever you get to stick that booty out, right? Okay, we'll cross that one off. Okay. Are you guys ready for a trick that's going to challenge you? Because this one is going to be challenging, but I think we can do it. I think we can. Okay. So I've been experimenting a lot lately with foot pops, where I kind of just like use the back of like my foot to kick the hoop up and make it do some crazy shit in the air. This is what this combo looks like. Yeah, if you have low ceilings, maybe try to like not go too crazy with this one. I have high ceilings and I just beat the heck out of my ceiling. But yeah, there we go, that was better. So in order to do this combo, we're gonna start off by doing a smear. Okay, so in order, it's not technically a full smear, it's like a half a smear. But in order to do that, we are gonna start off universal transition point, right side. Now we're going to swoop the hoop. So we're gonna level the hoop out, so from here to here, and then we're gonna swoop the hoop to our right side. Once it makes contact with our, I'm sorry, I got my lefts and rights mixed up again. Starting off with the right side, level the hoop out, swoop it to the left side. Once it makes contact with the left shoulder here, we're gonna flip the hoop up. So it's level with our back. And we are going to use our hand to push the hoop forward and then trap the hoop on our elbow. And I'm pinching the hoop in between my 2 fingers right here. So I'm going to show you from the front. Hoop is in your dominant hand. Flip the hoop, swoop it from the right to the left, flip the hoop up. Let it wrap around to the front. Catch with the elbow. Grip the 2 fingers on the top of the hoop. Okay, one more time, just for good measure, because I like to do things in 3s. Universal transition point. Flip the hoop sideways. Push, 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 push to the right side. Bam, flip the hoop, thumb facing down. Let it connect with your back and all along your belly, back to the front. And then stick that elbow right here. Okay, do we understand how to do that part? That's probably like one of the hardest parts. We're good, Dee. Good job, Sandy. Good job, the two ladies. Let's see, Sid. Oh, Sid's like, I can do a smear all day long. What's up with that? Okay, anyway, so we just did the smear to the front. Now, since the hoop is trapped with this left hand here, you're gonna drop the right hand. So the hoop is gonna wanna swing towards your bum, right? So smear, catch, drop the right, and then let the hoop fall back towards the bum. Now this is where we're gonna incorporate the kick. So I like to kick using my right foot. So it's gonna be the foot that is opposite to the side of where the hoop is. If that's not working out for you, you could totally experiment with kicking with the left foot instead. Just whatever works for you. I find that when I kick with my left leg, it just doesn't work for me, but it might work for you.
Do you kick with your heel or like the bottom part of your foot?
Honestly, it's probably like my ankle, like the back of my ankle. Or maybe like the lower calf area. And a good way to spot like when to kick it is you could either watch yourself in your camera, or what I like to do is I like to watch the hoop kind of wrap around my butt. And when I can't see it anymore, that's when I'm like, okay, time to kick this bad boy. Bam. And also when you kick, you want to make sure that your arm is like kind of tucked in. So when you kick the hoop, it doesn't get caught on your arm, if that makes sense. So you're going to wrap around, pinch the hoop, watch it swing all the way towards your butt. Then you're going to foot pop. Yeah, the biggest thing for getting the hoop to kick up in the air is spotting the hoop when it wraps around the butt. And this is totally something that you could like spend all day trying to learn, because like the timing just has to be like just right. But with practice, you'll get there. I'm actually going to show you guys from the side maybe so you can see like what my posture is like. Bam, bam. Okay, that was like really lazy. I'm gonna try again. Bam, there we go. And you guys could totally keep working on that if you want to, but I wanted to show you another variation that you can do if like the foot pop is not your vibe. So when you do your smear and you catch with your elbow, you let go, but instead of letting the hoop swing all the way back towards your bum, what you can do is you can get into wedgie by lifting this left leg up and crouching in towards the hoop and then letting go with the elbow. And you can transition into wedgies that way. So instead of letting it fall all the way back, what we do is crunch down, and then you can get into your wedgie. Yes, they're two totally different vibes, just for whatever you're feeling. Yeah, and when you do the little crunch down, the best thing to do is to kind of like aim to get the hoop in like the armpit of your thigh. That's like a really weird name for it, but it's kind of like your groin crotch area. You want to try to get the hoop like snug in there instead of it being like all the way down here, right? Because then like that doesn't work, right? You want it to be like super tucked in to your groin area. And then when you let it fall, you'll be able to do your wedgie. All right. Has anybody been able to do it from the foot pop yet? I haven't been able to see, but that one's like super fun if you're able to do it. Ooh, I saw that, Sid. She got some rotations on hers. Okay. All right. Are we ready to move on? Does anybody have any questions? If not, I'm going to move on. We're good? We're good? Okay, perfect. All right, now we're going to learn how to do another smear transition. This is what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to be doing a two-handed smear. Now, this is how we do a two-handed smear. You're going to start with the hoop on your little chest area. Hands come into the hoop like this. Now we're going to start smearing. So I like to describe the smear as you're trying to hit 3 points on a triangle, okay? So the first point is up here by your chest. The second point is down here by like your waist. And the third point is on your waist on the opposite side. So point 1, then I'm going to use my left hand here to push the hoop down to point 2. Now I'm going to grab point 3 and push the hoop back up to point 1. So we're going to point 1, push to point 2, grab point 3, lift up to point 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and this is how you do a two-handed smear. Okay. Now, once we're comfortable with that, you got to make sure that you are smearing. This would be to my left side. So I'm grabbing the hoop from the right, pushing to my left. Grabbing the hoop from the right, pushing to the left. It's important that we're going in the same direction because now we're going to try to get our left leg into the hula hoop. Okay, so once you hit point 2, you're going to try to maneuver your leg into your hula hoop and step up and over. Make sure this is your left leg. Okay, again, point 1, point 2. There's a nice, beautiful gap here to stick our left leg up and through. And then we're going to let go because now we are in our wedgie position. Okay, so that's just like a fun transition into wedgie. I'm gonna watch you guys do it before I go on to the next part of the trick. Kill it, kill it, kill it, killing it. Okay, it looks like you guys are super secure with that part. I have to leave a bit sooner. Thanks so much. No problem, Dee. Good job tonight. I'll go ahead and send you a recording when I'm done with the class. So check your email. See you later. All right. Okay, so now we're going to move into the second part of the trick. So we are doing wedgies, and the hoop is coming up to the right side. Okay. Now we're going to learn how to do this super fun wedgie kick up. So when the hoop is going on, when it's doing its wedgies, it's going up, down, up, down, up, down, right? You're really feeling the rhythm, getting into the movement of the hoop. You want to focus your attention for when the hoop is down, okay? So when the hoop is down, you want it to be, I'm going to show you what my feet look like. You want it to be on top of your foot, okay? So it's up, down, down. Then you want to stick the, I can't talk. Stick the foot underneath the hoop, and you want your toes to be flexed upward. Now from here, this part's super easy, but it might get a little wild, so beware when you do it for the first time. You want to kick this leg straight out to the side like this, and that's going to bring the hoop up. And then I catch with the same side that my hoop is on, so I'm catching with my right side. Bam. Good job. Good job. Yeah, it's gonna feel super weird at first, but I promise you'll be a pro if you keep on practicing for like maybe even like the next like 5 minutes. It'll get easier. So again, you want to try to make sure you keep your leg straight as you're kicking it up. I find that helps. And you're just gonna kick up. It actually is better when you do it from a wedgie because it like gives you more momentum. So just try doing it from a wedgie. And then when it's down, kick up. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. When it's down, kick up. And my leg isn't completely out to the side. It's more at like a diagonal. So it's like halfway from in front and all the way out to my right. I guess that would be like a 45-degree angle. If I know how to do math right, which I most of the time I don't know how to do math right. But anyway. Does anybody have any questions? It looks like you guys are getting it. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's get some numbers on that screen. Girls, how we feeling? We got a 4 from Sid, 4 from the ladies. Sandy says 1. Oh no, or 2. She says, we'll get there, we'll get there. Do you have any questions about it, Sandy? Small place. Oh, I totally hear you. Yeah, I mean, if you can, if the weather is warmer, definitely get outside and try it out. I know like I have not been hooping like a quarter as much as I used to since winter's hit, but luckily I think I only have like 40 days until like the weather warms up. So we'll be able to get back outside and practicing and doing all the fun stuff soon. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the, did I do that one yet? Okay, the final combo. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We're pretty much already done with the class. Okay, this is what it looks like. Ta-da! Okay, so again, I'm sorry, this might be tough on tight spaces, but just try our best. We are going to start off with a two-handed sphere. So the hoop is out beside us. Top hand, thumb pointed down, bottom hand, thumb pointed up. Now from here, we are going to hinge the hoop in towards our body and let it do one full smear, and we're going to slap it out. Okay? So we're here, hinge the hoop in, make sure that bottom portion of the hoop is connecting to your side, back, other side before you flip it out. Does that make sense? Yes, you guys got it. Yes, you're like, oh my gosh, tell us something we don't know, Olivia. Anyway, now we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna add a turn. So while you do this little smear, you're going to turn over the left shoulder like this. Okay, so right when the hoop is about to connect to your left side, you're just turning one full time back to the front, and then you're popping it out. Let's see how that looks. Yes. So make sure you end up on the opposite side. So your hoops should start on the right side, but then when you do your turn, it should end on the left side. Okay. Just making sure everybody's on the same page here. Okay. And also, just to clean up the movements just a little bit more, make sure you're really bringing that hoop into your back, you know what I mean, and the sides. Like make sure the bottom part is connecting all the way around, and that'll just help clean up the movement. Okay, now we should be in this position, thumbs pointed towards each other. We're going to ghost the hoop in and push it
I
out.
have a question, if that's okay, before.
Yes, ma'am. What's up?
I end up in the same side, so when I do this, then the smear and turn around, I will end up here again.
So I think that means you're doing too many rotations with the hoop. Let me see. Let me try again. Oh, okay. No, I know what you're doing. So what you're doing is you're stopping here, but you need to continue the motion, if that makes sense.
Oh,
So,
okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Could you do it once from the back?
Yeah.
You can see that.
Okay. So, right side here, we're gonna smear it around. Bam, to the left.
All right. Okay.
I'll do it slower. Okay. Smear around. Bam.
All right. Makes sense.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we just did bada boom, bada bum. Okay, now we're going to ghost the hoop like this. Okay, so what I'm doing is this top hand is not even gripping the hoop. It's actually just like in a little sleeve hole, I guess is what you could call it, a hand hole. And the bottom hand is the one that's actually gripping the hoop. And it's just pushing the hoop out and then it's flipping it forward. So now our thumbs are pointed away from each other, okay? That little ghosting maneuver is super important because you need your thumbs to be pointed away from each other. So before they were like this, but now you want to get them like this. Now you can for sure grab on the top hoop. Okay, so let's try it from the smear all together. Here we go. We're going to smear the hoop, push. Then we're gonna ghost and smack. Okay, is that good for everybody? It looks like we ended up in the right position. Okay, all right, so now we're gonna move on. We are going to now do one of these turns. Boop, 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 boop. Super easy, super fun. Keep the hoop in wall plane the entire time. And this is totally optional. If you have bad knees, don't do this next part, but I like to incorporate it to add a level change into my flow. When the hoop is coming back to the left side here, I like to get on one knee to continue the rotation to the right side. And then I'll just do like a little coin flip toss and catch. Or you could do just like a little toss. If you don't want to do a coin flip, you can just toss it up and catch. And bam. Yep. And if you don't want to get down on your knees, it just looks like this. And feel free to ask questions at any point if you have a question. So for the coin flip toss, I basically just like to use my bottom hand. So my top hand is kind of used as more of a balancing hand, and my bottom hand is the hand that I actually move to do the coin flip. I feel like if I try to coin flip with both arms, my coin flips might get a little weird and wacky. So try to just like maybe use the top hand for balance and the bottom hand to push the hoop up and over. And the higher that you toss the hula hoop, the more time you have to catch it. So if you're having a hard time catching the coin flip, try to toss it up as high as your space allows you to. Okay, because that'll give your brain more time to be like, oh, shoot, it's going over here. Maybe I should catch it. Because that's what brains say, right? Okay, does anybody have any questions? Let's go ahead and do it all together one time. Okay, here we go. Starting it off in this position with two thumbs pointed down. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna smear all the way to the left. Then we're gonna ghost in and flip. We're turning like this. Come down to the knee. Coin toss up, catch. Oh my gosh, I love this movement. You guys just look so good doing it. I feel like it's such a dancey hoop move. And like, I don't know, I just love dancey hoop moves. They're like my favorite. Yes, queens. Okay. All right, everybody, that was the final trick. We've officially spent an hour here on Zoom. So let's go ahead and give yourself a round of applause for sticking it out. You earned it. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I really want to start doing more Zoom classes during like the spring and summer. Probably would just be the same day, same time, Sundays at 12 Central Time. So if you're into that, definitely keep up with my Instagram, find out when I'm doing my classes, or message me to find out about when I'm doing classes. Does anybody have any last minute comments, questions, whatever, highs, buys? You don't have to feel pressured to say anything. I just like to offer it up. Okay, yeah, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the call. I'm gonna end the recording. I'm gonna go ahead and process this whole recording on YouTube. And I'm gonna make it a private link. So only the people who came to class or who donated to get a recording will be able to see the class link. I'm going to send that out definitely within 24 hours. So if you don't get it by then, go ahead and message me. But this was a pretty small class. I feel like everybody will be able to get it. So thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully I see you guys all in my next class. You did awesome. All right. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, ladies. Have a good day, everybody.